Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode. What can I say, man? We appreciate the out of you guys for being here. Blue Collar Collective. It's been a wild journey, man. We're just really getting this thing off the ground, you know what I mean? It's taking some time. Takes a lot of effort. If I'm being honest, effort's a little bit... And my effort's always there at 100%, but I'm also an industrial boiler business owner, and I've been inundated with work because it's been cold as shit. And that's just the way it goes. But I also made a commitment to this channel, so I'm going to try to be a little bit more diligent and spend a little bit more time when I have it to shoot these long form videos and bring you as much information as I possibly can, man. You know, at the end of the day, this is my world, this is my life. I've been blue collar since I was 16, 17 years old. I'm 43, do the math. Can't believe where the time goes, but that's kind of a side note. All that being said, man, appreciate you guys being here. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button. Why the not? What are you waiting for? It's good for us, good for you, good for everybody. So with that being said, on this episode, I really wanted to talk to you about how you lead, how you teach your guys, how you implore them to be at their best at all times. And it is very hard these days. And I'm not on the next generation or nothing like that. Every generation has their pros and their cons. This one is just in the social media, internet phase of life, and I didn't grow up with it. I mean, yes, as soon as I graduated high school, we still had flip phones and stuff. We really didn't have the internet like that. So I'm like always grateful for that, if I'm being honest. I'm super grateful for the ability to have lived my normal childhood around other kids and really learn how to socialize and speak to people and connect with people in a different way. This generation connects differently, you know, and it's not it doesn't make it a bad thing per se, right? Because like people from my generation will say, like, I'm not one of those guys. I try to understand all generations because I don't, even though I use social media, you're watching this on YouTube right now, I just don't love the idea of not having the ability to communicate with people one-on-one. I realized how important it is, especially someone who's a business owner, to still be able to communicate with people face-to-face. This generation has a hard time making eye contact. You know, normal communicative skills that we learned when we were younger. To keep your eyes on the target, per se, you know, the person you're talking to. I see guys drifting off all the time. Guys are looking by me. Guys are looking down. Guys are looking up. Guys are looking to the side. Not looking at the thing they're supposed to, which is right here. We're talking. I'm talking. More of this, less of this, right? And, you know, some people have it. Some people it takes a little extra time. Some people take some coaching. And I mean, and that's fine. But how are you doing it, right? How are you leading your team? How are you leading yourself, right? Because you may not be a business owner watching this, and that's fine. This is not necessarily a business ownership channel. You know, we're a blue collar channel. That could be, you could be working in the business, you could be working for the business, you could be the business. It doesn't make a difference. But still, leadership and how you lead others is super important and really valuable. And I'm not saying I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread, but I am also very much aware of my actions and how I operate. And when I've gone too far, when I need to dial it back a little bit, or when I need to ramp it up a little bit more, right? All those factors play a role in what we're talking about here. And it's super important to be locked in on those things and understand some of the things that go into it. Now, me, I'm more of a lead from the front kind of guy. What does that mean to you? Well, you may be operating the business like more from the back end. Me, I'm out in the field, you know. Yes, I do office work, but I have a business partner, so a lot of office work gets dealt with in other ways. So I'm out in the field. I'm willing to do the things. I'm willing to do the things that other people aren't willing to do. I'm willing to do all the things that all my guys are already willing to do, and then some. And I'm also willing to clean the floors because that's what it needed, and not because I'm trying to prove a point or anything. But when a job needs something and you're at the top of the food chain per se, and you're still willing to do the bottom of the food chain things, other guys realize there's no, to me, there are levels of your knowledge, right? So like if you're a full-blown technician, you've been doing this 8, 10, 15, 20 years, well, I gotta lean on you for the things that you are really good at. But if you're a new technician or a young technician or just coming into the business, well, clearly you don't have the same knowledge as the guy who's there 20 years. So I want to make everybody understand that no matter where you are on the totem pole or whatever, there's nobody that's above doing the that needs to get done. To me, at the end of the day, whatever job needs to get done, I'm there to do it. Now, my guys have been great with me. When I go on the job, they don't want me, I guess I have a lot of respect for my guys, and it's truly appreciated. But I mean, if I have to, I've climbed inside the boiler. But a lot of times they're like, no. Well, I'm not going to just stand there. That's not the type of person I am. I'm not going to twiddle my thumbs, stand in the corner. I'm grabbing a broom. I'm grabbing a garbage pail. I am stepping up ahead of the guy. I know what tools he needs. I'm directing other guys on what to do while the top guys are doing this and that. These guys could be doing something. Nobody should ever be standing around. It was a lesson I learned a long time ago. Even if there isn't a lot to do, you don't want to be standing around when the boss is there, right? Things like that. I'm not old school that way. I'm all about good vibes and things on the job. But it is important for us to be building up this next generation, right? That's one of my responsibilities that I feel wholeheartedly in my heart, is that I want to be not only the type of leader or boss. I hate the word boss because I know that's like a lot of guys have said that to me, like, oh, boss. Well, I just don't look at it like that, right? At the end of the day, I look at myself as somebody that just leads. I'm asking for something. I'm willing to go into battle with you, and you should be willing to go do the thing without me begging for it. And I've always felt that way. I'm going to continue to feel that way, and I'm going to continue to operate within the confines of that thought process, because that's who I am, and that's what I like to be, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. But a lot of guys are very weary about how to lead, not sure how to lead, and sometimes just doing the thing is leadership, right? How you talk to your team, how you communicate with your team, how you make them aware of where they're supposed to be or what they're supposed to be doing. Another thing I noticed with this generation is they need a lot of guidance. We were a little bit more quick thinking, and when you're resourceful, you're able to make changes, you're able to make decisions, you're able to do things more on the fly. Where I feel a little bit about this generation is a little bit slower on the uptake, and I'm not anybody. I'm just saying and stating what I see, what I notice. And if you watching this and you're younger, you feel otherwise, drop a comment. I'm good. Let's talk about it. But I'm just telling you what I noticed. A lot of guys still buried in the phones. I hate the phones. I use it. Don't get me wrong. I have a big social media presence. I'm big on using it for the thing that it's there for. But I also try to find time to be with my family and my dogs and my kids. My kids are a little older, but all these things are super important. And I like to take guys under my wing. I take a lot of my younger guys on, like literally around the shoulder, walk with them, talk with them, speak with them, have them understand what it is we're looking for, what level of commitment we're looking for, what I'm looking to see and get out of them that can help them elevate, right? Because at the end of the day, all of this working, building a life, building your professional life is about building to some other level. Nobody wants to stay where they're at, because if you feel in your heart you want to just stay where you're at, you're in the wrong place. You're not good with me. That's not the type of person I want. I want people that are charging ahead, that want to learn. Some people are slower than others. It doesn't matter. As long as you show up with the willingness to want to learn and grow and get better, then I'm your guy. I'm going to stand with you. I'm going to walk with you. I'm going to explain to you. I'm going to teach you. And I'm going to keep going. I didn't always have that growing up. This is a learned trait. This is something that so it's like you have to ask yourself how you would best be led, right? How would I get the best out of you? So how would somebody get the best out of yourself? You have to be able to look internally and even be able to communicate that back. See, I'm very open to that. So if my guys come to me and say, well, I don't know that approach is working with this guy or that guy, maybe try this approach, I'm going to give it a shot. What do I have to lose at the end of the day? I'm very flexible. I'm like bamboo. I don't snap, but I can bend. So I gotta sway with the wind, and this is the other thing about teaching. Even in the field, everybody learns different. I think that's what makes a good teacher, a good professor, a good leader, is the ability to flow and sway in one direction or another. Whatever needs to get done to get the result that you're looking for. And that's what we're all talking about. At the end of the day, it's results. We're living in a result-driven world. And especially in my type of business, it's results. If you're constantly asking me the same questions over and over and over about the same thing, I have to start questioning where your head's at, right? But if you're picking up on what I'm saying, and then every time we talk, I can see your knowledge is growing and the communication's good, and I'm going to ask you, like, how can I communicate a little bit better? Maybe there's something, or even if I just ask, what somebody thinks would help them get, build their knowledge base in the field that we're in. Doesn't matter. Communication's important. How you lead is important. What you're doing to lead your team is important, and how you're going about your business is super important. So I hope you guys got something from this. I really do, because I've told you guys this many times, and I'll continue to say this. This channel, as much as it has numbers and stuff, I'm not really a numbers guy. I literally talk to you from the bottom of my heart. I tell you the things that work, and I tell you the things that don't work for me. Right? Can't tell you what works for you. I can only tell you what works for me. You can implement the things that I say, or you implement your own. I don't really care. You come here to my channel, and it is greatly appreciated. And by the way, if you're watched this far and you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Please. We're growing. It's a little slow, but we're getting there. We're going to keep bringing this to you. This is the best thing we know how to do. We're going to bring you all the information we possibly can. While you're at it, smash the like button. With all that being said, man, I'm here for you guys. This is all free. I have a program that is on a monthly basis. It's a subscription style program with ways to build a blue collar business, just coming from somebody who's done it already and who's still learning the ins and outs, and I'm just sharing what I'm doing. But as much as I like to share free with you guys, it is a lot of my time. So I think right now we've been running a special. It's like $99 a month, $100 a month or something like that. But there's so much information. It couldn't be more valuable for what you're getting. So if you're interested in something like that, drop a comment below. We'll take good care of you. We do appreciate you guys. We hope you keep having a great day, season, whatever it may be for you. Keep crushing it. Keep killing it in life. You got this. I got your back. Peace.